fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Morning Spread right here on the Betting News Network. Austin, appreciate you being here. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Nate Horna, better known online as Shaggy Bets. I got Alex in the basement pressing the ones and twos today. I should probably turn this light on.
Well, that's interesting. You good?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know what is going on. What's going on with this setup, but it does not like me changing much. This camera, couldn't tell you, just be shutting off mid-show. I don't know. Literally, I'm telling you, what I did was I pressed the power button on my ring light. I can do it again. You wanted me to do it again? I'm pressing the power button on my ring light. And that's what happens. Does that make any sense to anybody?
Like, whoa. Got a couple different angles right there real quick.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good now. Yeah.
So you see my camera turning off literally when I try to turn said ring light on. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Is the ring light like anywhere close to having a connection with your computer or camera?
I mean, it's all plugged into my computer, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
But it's like I have a mic, a camera, and a ring light all plugged into the computer. And it's all functioned fine for weeks. All of a sudden, it starts going haywire. I add another ring light that is not connected to the computer. That's just plugged into an outlet. But apparently, trying to turn on the original ring light shuts off the camera. Like, how does this make sense?
It doesn't.
There it is again.
Hey, nothing better than starting a show with
technical and then it doesn't even recognize my camera when that said ring light is on. I don't know. The light, I'm not gonna lie, SBJ. The light might have fucked it all up, but like, who knows? Technology sucks. Welcome to the show, folks. We're here. Alex, how you doing? Happy
Good morning.
Thursday. I mean, I hope I'm bright enough, I guess.
Yeah, you were prior to it as well.
Well, that's good. Because, yeah, I don't know. I've also had StreamYard's been struggling to find my camera, which, again, nothing has changed. So it just doesn't add up at all to me. But we're here. We're alive.
I had some problems with the microphone the other day. That was not fun.
Yeah, it's like it's not as crucial for you though. You can just speak into the speaker mic or into the laptop mic if you have to. Me, not so much. A little different situation, but
yeah, a little bit.
It is what it is. Welcome, folks, to the Morning Spread live here on the BNN, full of technical difficulties per usual. Shout out technology, gotta love it. I'm worried to do anything else with my computer, like share my screen and whatnot, because who knows what the hell is going to happen. It was funny when we were recording 2 nights ago, Tuesday night, new college football show dropping today after this show at noon. That's a good one, Jeff. Before we were recording, same thing was happening with my camera. It would just shit out. Like, and it was like if I like adjusted something, it would just shit out. Thankfully, did not happen while we were recording. Ironically enough, backstage after said recording, I press like one button, camera shuts off immediately. I don't understand it. I don't know if I'm just buying cheap technology, maybe if that's the case, but
time to just buy a $3,000 PC setup. That's all I know.
Shit ain't happening, brother. I got a kid on the way. That is not in the budget. Tell the boss to send you a new one. Maybe he did send me this ring light that maybe is fucking everything up. But here we are, folks.
That's the B word. That's the B word we don't like, I guess.
Live and alive, we're here on this show. All right, housekeeping. What are we talking about today? We got NFL preseason. Week 2 is here. We've got 2 games tonight. Vegas taking on Houston and San Francisco taking on the Los Angeles Chargers out in SoFi. We got plenty of baseball action as well. Don't expect any from myself. Maybe Mr. Biz will have some baseball for us. We do have day baseball. No Nerfies to sweat. Again, like I said yesterday, I think the era of Nerfy sweating on this show might be over, but that's okay. We've made our units. We're going to ride off into the sunset. But looking at the rest of this MLB slate, it looks like I'm actually pitching tonight in the Windy City.
Yeah, you are.
Against the Chicago White Sox. Grant Holmes on the mound for the Braves. Hopefully, I'm going to shove tonight as the Braves about even money.
Of course you are.
On that money line. So are we just going right back to the Braves per usual?
I mean, team bias aside, I'm fine with it.
I mean, the White Sox scary a little. Grant Holmes,
100%.
I did not do well in my last start. 6 earned runs on 6 hits in just 3.2 innings to the Diamondbacks. Prior to that, though, 0 earned runs in my other 2 starts in August. So, hit or miss with Mr. Grant Holmes. I'm probably just going to stay off that tonight. White Sox at home scares me a little too much. So, actually, but what do the Braves do against lefties? No.
Well, I can tell you what they've been doing recently. They've been stinking it up.
They have.
Got swept by the Twins. Went 1-2 against the Diamondbacks. 2-1 against the Mets. 1-2 against the Yankees. It's not been great.
Not great. Not good. So we go right back to the Braves.
I mean, you don't gotta twist my arm. On the other side of it, for the White Sox, you got Anthony Kay on the bump. He's been quite serviceable. Hasn't let up more than 3 earned runs since the 28th of June against your Kansas City Royals.
Fair.
He's only seen 5 Atlanta batters. Struck 3 of them out.
Okay.
You have only seen 15 White Sox batters.
Not very many.
Struck 2 of them out.
Don't spend much time in Chicago.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. It's, Braves are a phenomenal baseball team. It's just, do they want to show up to play the game?
Right. And, they have been, as good as they've been all season long, they are significantly more average on the road, we could say, whereas the White Sox are kind of the opposite, as average as they've been. They're still on top of the AL Central because that division sucks. But the White Sox 37-24 at home. Don't know if I want to fade that record, to be quite honest with you. Braves have lost 3 straight as well, like you mentioned. So might be time to avoid the Braves until they figure things out, right? Like let's let the Braves do their thing, and then we'll go back to back. Tim Turbo, where can I find the best odds on the market? There's actually several places you can find them. I would highly recommend getting an odds board. There's plenty of them out there, but for the MLB picks specifically, you can go to bettingnews.com, go to our MLB picks page, click on any of the individual games, and it will list out the best odds available on all the sports books that we got here at Betting News. Show you the best lines available, where to bet, that kind of thing. But again, an odds board, very, very useful for that as well. But you can find that at bettingnews.com on the MLB picks page, along with our BN prediction engine, giving you the fair odds for all of those games as well. Mr. Tim Turbo, welcome to the show. Any other baseball catching your eye? I'm just not going to bet it today. I've just made that executive.
You know what? I did look at something. The Braves are actually above 500 on the road. So that's
barely.
Cool.
32-30.
Their previous 2 meetings against the White Sox this season, White Sox won each game by 1-2 and 5-6. So
the Braves are competing.
They're competing.
Just not winning. Well, we'll see what happens.
mean,
This is actually a makeup
who
game.
knows?
Makeup game from June between these two teams.
Yep.
Looks like game 3 got rained out again way back in June, scheduled for today. So just one game between the two of these teams before they head off to a different weekend series. That's also a little just funky too, with it being not only a makeup game, but not part of another series. It's just kind of a one-off for Atlanta, who are they going back home this weekend? No, they're going to Milwaukee. So from Minnesota to the Windy City, back up to Milwaukee. Might be long,
big road stretch.
Big road stretch, a 7-game road stretch. So yeah, with this one and a big series against the Brewers coming up, I think, and then you got the Dodgers at home too. So
they've got a gauntlet coming up.
I think I'm going to just stay off the Braves.
Probably
until next Friday. Until next Friday when they're at home against the Rockies, then I'll probably look at maybe taking the Braves again.
Yeah, fair enough. Another thing that did catch my eye though.
Yes.
Yankees.
Okay.
Taking on the Orioles.
Okay.
Game is slightly favored towards the Yankees. You got Garrett Cole on the mound. Crazy, Jeff. They got Garrett Cole on the mound going up against Kyle Bradish.
Yep.
Kyle Bradish usually, doesn't strike me as a elite pitcher. However, he has been serviceable. I feel like I say this a bunch of times and it always burns me. But Garrett Cole is Garrett Cole. So he's going to shove. First 5 line is set at under 4.5. Full game set at 7.5.
You gonna stick with the under rather than backing the Yanks?
I wanted to do both.
Yankees money line you can find around like -119, -120,
which is playable.
Exactly, and the BN prediction engine thinks it should be priced closer to -140. So plenty of perceived value from the engine on the Yankees. I'm also leaning with the under in that game with Jerry as well. With those two pitchers, I think the Yankees probably win a low scoring one there.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I think I might just take full game under.
Full game under. Okay. Yeah. Full game under 7.5 in New York and Baltimore. That one at 5:35 Central this evening. Garrett Cole, Kyle Bradish on the bump. As well as we're just going to stay off the Braves, or are you going to take something with the Braves?
No, we're staying off the Braves.
All right, staying off the Braves. One MLB play from Mr. Bisney today, New York and Baltimore under 7.5 in the full game in Camden Yards out there in Baltimore. There it is. You got to love it. Bisney, we got 2 more NFL games to talk about the preseason. But before we do that, let me try and share my screen and do some GeoSports. And hopefully this doesn't shut my camera off. Because I don't know what shut my
Praying
camera
for you. Fingers crossed. Thank
you. Jerry got 8.5 at -115. Love that even more. Yankees, Orioles, under.
That's phenomenal.
Love that. All right. We successfully shared the screen. Let's try and play some GeoSports. Let's see what happens. Each year, swimmers race from a notorious island prison to the shore across the bay of this city. Is that not San Francisco and Alcatraz?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like that guy? But it's asking for the shore across the bay of this city. So I would assume it's looking for San Francisco.
One would assume.
So do you think I need to go more inland to actually San Francisco?
God, see, the wording of the questions. It's like this city, but it's also talking about a shoreline.
Swimmers race from a notorious island prison. That's Alcatraz. To the shore across the bay of this city. That is, feel like, is asking for San Francisco.
Think that's a fair statement.
Alcatraz is in the bay? Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. So is it that guy?
Yeah.
That's as far as I can zoom. So they just they just swim from this guy to this shore.
It's
so
on right a map. It doesn't look that big in real life. Whew, golly.
I mean, I've played.
You got to have some endurance. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. All right, so we like that. We like where the pin's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
That'll do.
1 mile.
You just big leagued geography. Organized races cross roughly 2.4 kilometers of cold water from Alcatraz to the shore. Currents, temperature, and boat traffic make the crossing demanding. San Francisco, California. It's Treasure Island. Fair. Well, we found it. San Francisco. Let's go to number 2. God Shamgod and Chris Dunn starred for the program in this city, which won its first Big East regular season title in 2022.
Big East. It wasn't Creighton.
Wasn't Creighton. In 2022, I mean,
who? Providence?
Providence Friars? Providence actually is probably right, because I was going to say, I would have.
Is Chris Dunn did play for Providence.
Okay, that's all we need.
Yeah.
Because I was going to assume 2022 UConn probably dominated that league, but that definitely wouldn't have been its first Big East regular season title. Providence, this guy?
Yeah.
My
that sounds right.
My hometown, says Jeff. I did not know you were a Providence guy. Providence, Rhode Island. Providence won the Big East regular season title in 21-22, its first ever. And the guard Chris Dunn went 5th overall in the 2016 draft. God Shamgod's dazzling crossover became a move that still carries his name. There you have it.
Dude, that was my go-to move in like middle school basketball.
Did it work?
All the time. And then you get to high school and it's
right. Middle schoolers, they can't figure that out, but high schoolers, they're gonna snatch that from you. That's funny. Michael Jordan, he hit 202 for the Barons during his baseball detour playing home games near this city. I couldn't tell you.
Dude, when I watched, what was that movie that Michael Jordan was in? Like, I could have swore there was a movie, like a baseball movie.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Bama?
The Montgomery Barons.
What movie is Michael Jordan in? Sorry, Michael Jordan movie.
You're not talking about Air, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, what are you thinking about then?
It might have just been Space Jam.
Like actually, Michael Jordan was
baseball. There's a baseball scene in Space Jam, is there?
I don't think so.
Maybe Rookie of the Year, dude. I don't know. I know I'm not tripping, but I might be tripping. You feel me?
Yeah, I've been there. Well, we've got Montgomery and we've got Hoover. Both cities in Alabama, apparently.
How about Birmingham?
South of Birmingham, says Drew.
Okay, so
what is this guy, Birmingham?
Did he just name a suburb of Birmingham?
Because
that's pretty tough, if not.
Is that Hoover drip? Because, I don't even know. I'm thinking about it right now. I don't really know my Alabama geography. Now that I'm looking at this state, it could be Birmingham. The Birmingham Barons. That's pretty close. All right.
Yeah, there is a scene in Space Jam where Michael Jordan's playing baseball.
Okay. Alex is not crazy. He's not tripping. He was correct.
Glad I got ball knowledge like that.
All right. I think this is close to Birmingham or whatever city in
close.
Alabama we're looking for. So let's lock it in.
should have just gone with Birmingham.
Should have just gone with Birmingham, yeah. Should have just gone with it. That's okay. Michael Jordan spent 1994 with the Double-A Birmingham Barons, batting .202 with 3 home runs, 51 RBIs, and 30 stolen bases. His presence shattered the club's attendance record and brought worldwide attention to the Southern League.
Only bat .202? Golly. Should have stayed in the NBA.
Hey, man, 30 stolen bases. Like, it's something, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I need to know how many games. I need to know how many games he played. Before becoming an NFL legend, Tom Brady was drafted as a catcher by the MLB team in this city. Jeff, where did Tom Brady get drafted? Expos, you said?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, see? Oh, ball knowledge.
There it is.
We'll take it.
Montreal. Please and thank you. They played in Hoover, Alabama, though, not Birmingham, so that question sucked. All right. Fair, Drip. Fair.
At least he's got, reasoning to back it up.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Valid.
Drip, you get a pass on that one. That's fair.
Montreal
if
Expos.
they did play in Hoover.
Montreal Expos, they drafted Tom Brady as a catcher in the 18th round of the 1995 MLB draft. He chose football at Michigan instead, eventually becoming one of the most decorated quarterbacks in NFL history. All right, shooting for a 998.
No perfect score, but
Europe
close.
Europe reclaimed golf's Ryder Cup in 2023 at a course on the edge of this capital. '23 Ryder Cup.
We're in Europe.
Okay.
We're in Europe.
We are on the edge of a capital. Paris?
Paris?
My mind would go to
Rome?
My mind would go towards London or Ireland or Scotland.
That's what you would think.
Exactly. Isn't it Rome? That's a couple of Romes.
Fine by me.
That's a couple of Romes. We'll take it. Which way do we want to go on the edge of? This is Rome. With Vatican City in there. I mean,
should we go towards the coast or towards the mountains there?
Well, what looks like a golf course? Could this be a golf course?
Think you're going to snipe a golf course from this far out?
I can do it from a plane.
Well, yeah.
That kind of looks like a golf course. I'm not going to lie.
All right. I kind of want to hear your answer on this. From this angle that we're looking at right now, how high up in the air would you assume we are?
Oh, we're way too high. We're way too high compared to like when a plane flies. Oh yeah, we're way too high up.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying that looks like it could be some nice links golf. That's all.
Okay.
Locking it in.
Okay.
It was like literally on the edge of Rome.
Well, yeah, it said the edge of the capital.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like an edge.
Yeah, it does. You got a fair point.
Europe beat the U.S. 16.5 to 11.5 at Marco Simone outside of Rome in 2023, reclaiming the Ryder Cup after a record rout in Wisconsin 2 years earlier. 995.
Respectable.
We're taking that every
Not
day
the
of the
best
week.
we've ever done.
We're taking that every day of the week, man. 995.
We strive for greatness.
Look, we have not gotten a perfect score this week.
Yeah, I know.
Not good. Not good.
God, that sucks.
Pretty damn close.
Oh, we could have had it too.
Pretty dang
a couple
close.
of times.
Well, we're right there. We're right there. It is what it is, though.
Oh,
shout out Frank Mike Smith as always for the GeoSports. Find the GeoSports recognized problems. They need to get Jeff to do some questions. They need Jeff's big brain writing these questions.
Hey, they've hit Omaha. Haven't hit the home of the Huskers yet, though.
No, haven't hit Lincoln. But
I'm waiting for like a 1995 Cornhuskers national title question. Because that's the last time they were relevant. Type thing.
What about the Bo Pelini days?
Oh, that was fun. Tommy Armstrong, Kenny Bell, Jordan Westcamp. Yeah, I could talk your ear off about that for hours. So.
Yeah, I figured you could. Y'all would never get my questions. Probably not, Jeff. All right. Well,
not a chance.
We got 2 NFL preseason games to talk about tonight. We got the Las Vegas Raiders in Houston taking on the Houston Texans. I didn't realize Houston Stadium's name changed. It's not NRG Stadium anymore.
Since when?
Since August. Since literally since after the World Cup. So basically they were in.
So it just changed.
Yeah, it just changed.
Okay.
Like this year. It was NRG Stadium for I want to say several years, maybe even a decade prior to the World Cup, where they had to change to Houston Stadium. All the World Cup stadiums had to do that. Yeah. They were Boston Stadium, Kansas City Stadium, whatever. So they went as Houston Stadium after the World Cup, reopened now as Reliant Stadium, home of the Texans. Same building, just a new name. I guess Reliant is like the parent company of NRG is what I was reading. So whatever. But yeah. New name. That makes sense. New name in the Houston Stadium, Reliant Stadium down there in Houston, home of the Texans, where they're hosting the Las Vegas Raiders tonight. Basically a pick'em, depending on your sports book. You can find Houston -1.5. Prior to the show, I actually think I saw Las Vegas minus the 1.5 as well. So maybe that number's still out there. But it's preseason, folks. Just take it easy. Right, you don't need to go 0 to 100 right on this slate on this week. You do not need to lose your entire bankroll betting preseason football, especially because we don't know who the hell's going to play. Right, D'Amico Ryans came out and said after the Jaden Higgins ACL injury this past week, he feels like his starters got enough reps during their joint practice, so probably not going to play a majority of starters, definitely on the defensive side of the ball. He did allude that C.J. Stroud and the offensive line and Woody Marks running back probably all going to play 2 series, 20 to 25 plays is kind of what Ryans threw out. That was as of about a half hour ago. So that's the information I'm going to be working on in this matchup between the Raiders and the Texans. For the Raiders, I would expect Fernando Mendoza, maybe even a little Kirk Cousins as well. But as far as betting this game, Alex, what do you think? You got any idea?
I want to side with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
I'm never going to do that during the regular season.
Right.
As are you, but
yep.
I mean, Texans are banged up. They're only going to have starters in for, 2 drives?
If that.
I mean, Fernando Mendoza is probably going to take over the starting role.
Right.
Pretty halfway through the season, maybe.
I would think so.
So, I mean, you're playing with a borderline starter damn near the whole game. Vegas Raiders are healthy. Minimal injuries on that team. Houston just riddled with them. Might just be Vegas money line.
Might just be a Vegas money line.
I guess if you're getting the +1, you should, usually take the points.
Yeah. Especially with ties. Yeah, especially with ties being a thing in the preseason too. You're not going to get overtime. Coaches might not be aggressive late in the game. They might just want to evaluate their players, not play it like a real game situation. So, I'm right there with you. I think Vegas probably the right side here. I would, be comfortable taking the points. I'm leaning with the under as well, but I know that's steamed down a point or like a 1.5. I was seeing 38.5 from some other people, down to 37 now. even with Houston resting their defensive starters, I don't have much faith in the Raiders offense overall. And, you've got Houston backups trying to make the team, right? So they're going to be playing their hearts out. So, I would lean a little towards the under, if anything, in this game. But, yeah, I do think the Raiders are probably the right side here. I also just feel like the Raiders will play this more like a game they want to win rather than Houston maybe doing more like a player evaluation type tactic. So those are kind of my thoughts on this one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, we'll see what happens, folks. I will have some best bets pieces out for these two NFL games later after this show. So be on the lookout for that. But I will probably be on the under, maybe even a first half under. Just to, sweat something out early. This game, 7 o'clock Central on ESPN tonight at Reliant Stadium in Houston. But we got another one out west, 9 o'clock Central on the NFL Network. The Chargers hosting the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco about a 1.5-point favorite on the road, depending on the book. Two games that should be competitive tonight based on the betting odds. But what are you seeing in the Niners and the Chargers?
San Francisco has nobody, and the Chargers also have nobody.
Okay.
Both teams riddled with injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing Adrian Martinez play for the San Francisco 49ers because, go Huskers, right?
Right.
I'm just ready for actual football.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
I'm not big into betting preseason.
Right.
Just because everything is unpredictable.
So many extra variables. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That you got to account for. It's like throwing a dart at a board from 50 feet away.
Right. Now, I am reading that it sounds like Chargers starters are going to play one series. That is likely what we're going to see from San Francisco as well. I haven't seen anything official from Shanahan, but Harbaugh's come out and said starters will play a series in Thursday's preseason game against the Niners. Usually, that's what Shanahan does in week 2. He usually gives his starters about 10 to 12 snaps. So maybe we get starters on both sides for one series, but I wouldn't expect them much longer than that. But then you're going to get a bunch of backups and reserves fighting for spots. So the effort's still going to be there, obviously. Looks like this says 49ers set to play a number of starters versus the Chargers. Don't know.
I don't know which ones they're going to play because they're all injured. 25 of their players are on the injured list.
Apparently there's a good chance that Brock Purdy plays.
That would be fun to see.
But again, if we see, we're going to see Herbert for a series. If we see Purdy, it's going to be for a series, if that. So
I wonder if we can see the old Christian Kirk back back on the field. Played for the Jags for a while. Then he was on Houston. Now he's over in the Bay. I mean, he's got to be what they're probably their wide receiver 1 or 2.
I'm seeing
Ayuk is out.
Oh yeah,
Ayuk is dead.
I don't even know if Ayuk's on the roster. Mike Evans is out. You've got Debo now too, so I think Kirk is kind of listed as their wide receiver 3, but looking at being wide receiver. So
he'll get some playing time.
Yeah, he should tonight. Yeah, I mean you've also got like Demarcus Robinson should get plenty of tick. He's been in the league forever. Kalen Black probably going to be taking most of their running back snaps. So, yeah, I would just be worried about who's going to be on the field. Because Nick Bosa questionable, Malik Mustafa questionable, Juszczyk, Kirk, Evans, McCaffrey, all questionable. Kittle's out. So, yeah, I mean, who the hell are you going to get from either of these teams?
Jake Tongas?
Probably.
Hey, don't sleep on that man. Don't sleep on that man.
What's the obsession with Tonjes, huh?
Oh, what? You weren't tapped in like that last year?
Apparently not. I guess not.
Dude, when Kittle went out, that man stepped up to
Did
the
he really?
plate. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, just with both these teams so beat up, who knows what we're going to get. I mean, I guess I would lean with the Chargers, just a home dog here. But
Yeah.
I mean, because if you are going to get Brock Purdy for a series, how much are you going to get Mac Jones? And then when's Kyle Shanahan going to, hand the keys off to Adrian Martinez and Curtis Rourke? Like, I would expect those guys for the entire second half, maybe even 3 quarters. I mean, probably like what, Purdy for a series, Mac the rest of the first quarter, and then let your 2 backups go the rest, the other 3.
Probably.
Like, that would sound about right to me. So, yeah, as far as betting this game,
your guess is as good as mine, man.
It's preseason, folks. I'm only doing half unit sprinkles. I'm certainly not a heavy unit better, but just half units for me on these preseason games. Hoping to make a little coin, have a little fun along the way. But who knows?
Not I. Not I.
Neither do I. All right, but I will have some best bets out. I'll dive into these games a little bit more and get you guys some picks for the evening. We got dubs and L's. We got to continue on this show as well. We're taking a look at 2 ACC teams today. Alex, anything else that we need to discuss?
No, there is. You'll have a fun time tomorrow. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah.
You got a little English league returning.
Ah, indeed, yes. We do have some EPL tomorrow. We're going to be discussing that. We're going to have BTP on the show tomorrow. We're going to discuss tomorrow's EPL game, Saturday's EPL, Sunday's EPL. We got Saturday and Sunday MLS. We got some other big European leagues going off as well. The BTP will give you the moves in. So lots of soccer action this weekend. And yes, first game kicking off tomorrow. Arsenal taking on Coventry City. And I'm going to be honest, folks. I might just have to bet Arsenal with an inflated under every single home game. Every time. Now, unfortunately, we're going to get some very juicy lines because I'm seeing Arsenal already as a minus 575 favorite. So, like, what's the best we can get if we do parlay an Arsenal money line with an inflated under? I mean, how much are they going to let us take this up?
I'm seeing minus 600. So.
Arsenal and the under 4.5 is minus 182. Arsenal and the under 3.5 is even money. Can Coventry City hold them to just 3 goals?
No.
Highly doubtful, especially considering they just put up 3 against Man City, right, in the Community Shield. So, yeah, I would be hesitant on Arsenal and the under, even though that's exactly where my mind goes. But we'll discuss it tomorrow. I'll have scribbles out for that match, and we'll get to the bottom of it. But BTP going to be on the channel tomorrow talking all things weekend soccer with us. Get ready for that every single Friday of the season, talking soccer all season long, getting you ready for the weekend and so much more. But lots happening. Big league, European soccer, back in action. MLS still going. College football happening in a couple of weeks. We're back, folks. We're back.
Let's get it.
Fall is officially here. Let's talk some college football then. Let's continue our dubs and L segment. Looks like I will have enough time to sell you on a couple of conference winners that I might have not been able to do yet on this channel. I did do so in the college football show. Be on the lookout for that. Dropping shortly after this show on the Betting News YouTube. But let's do it. Let's do some dubs and L's. We're talking 2 ACC teams today. We got the SMU Ponies, the Mustangs of SMU, and the Virginia Tech Hokies. A lot of fun teams. A lot of fun players on these 2 teams, especially SMU returning quarterback Kevin Jennings to be their guy. Returning 5 starters overall, picked up a couple more in the portal. Offensively, defensively, only returning 3 starters. But SMU, the defense has always been the issue, right? Offense has been fine. offense has been able to put points up on the board. Haven't had a losing season in quite some time. SMU, I believe, the third betting favorite to win the ACC. Obviously, Miami is the heavy favorite to take this league, followed by, I believe, Louisville is number 2, and then you've got SMU, the Ponies, at number 3. How are they going to do this season? They open up at Florida State on Labor Day. Could be a tough one, especially with Ashton Daniels coming over to be the quarterback for the Florida State Seminoles. But SMU, I think you can go on the road and get that win over a weaker ACC side. So give me SMU to win that one. I think they'll beat UC Davis as well, and I do think they beat Missouri State. However, you got a loss at Louisville sprinkled in there as well. So a 3-1 start for the Ponies. I think they beat Boston College as well, so we'll call it 4-1. Going into a bye week, you're hosting Virginia, which makes that game a lot easier. I think you get that win. California at home, not so much though. Don't overlook that game. I'm big on JKS this season. I like Cal over their win total. I think this is a game Cal can go in and upset the Ponies in Dallas, specifically because I don't think SMU's defense is going to be able to hold their own here. Cal, SMU, probably going to be on the over in this game, but I do think Cal can get the win there, making the SMU Ponies 4-2. At Syracuse, I think you bounce back and get that win. 5-2. Vatech and Wake Forest, both at home. You should win both of those games. 7-2. At Notre Dame, you lose 7-3. And at Stanford, you win that one. 8-3. I missed one. I missed something. My math's off. 8-3. That's not cutting it. Let's see, we had losses to Louisville. We had lost to Cal. We had lost to Notre Dame. Is that really 9-3? 9-3, apparently, for the Ponies. I wouldn't be willing to bet it. I think that's got more like 8-4 or 7-5 written all over it, because the Ponies are not a team that I'm going to trust to show up every single week, whether it be against weaker teams or better teams. SMU, you just kind of hope they play their best ball that day. Win total sitting at over 8.5 wins at -140. Kind of want to take that under for plus money. Under 8.5 wins for SMU, plus 114 is what I'm seeing on the Blue Book. We only need 4 losses. At Florida State could be a loss, even though I said it's a win. At Louisville, I think that's a loss for sure. Virginia and Cal, I don't think you win both of those games, and I think you'll lose to Notre Dame as well. Not enough for me to take that under, although I would definitely lean under the 8.5 for plus money with the SMU Ponies. Again, not very high on their defense. I think the defense is what's going to be holding them back this season. Do you trust Kevin Jennings to be able to put up 30, 35 points a game against some of the best teams in this conference? Maybe, maybe not. But SMU, you do get to avoid Miami. That's good on your schedule. But, 9-3, I don't think 9-3 is going to cut it for getting you to the ACC championship and then getting you into the college football playoff. Looks like you can find plus 115 for that under 8.5 for the SMU Ponies. That is where I would lean. I'm going to have to debate that a little bit more on whether or not I want to take it. But, they went 8-4 last year, got to 9-4 with a bowl win. I actually might have to take this. I might have to take this for plus money and add it to my card. But if I do that, you guys will be the first to know. SMU, I think I see at 8-4, maybe 7-5. Either way, under the win total of 8.5 this season. Moving on, let's go to the Virginia Tech Hokies, a.k.a. Penn State 2.0. James Franklin coming over from State College to Blacksburg to be the head coach of the Virginia Tech Hokies. Brought over plenty of personnel as well. Ethan Grunkmeyer going to be the starting quarterback for the Hokies, following James Franklin, along with plenty of Penn State personnel following James Franklin to Virginia Tech. Tech did return plenty, actually 8 returning starters on offense, 7 defensively. Like I said, picked up a few more in the portal coming from Penn State. But vibes are high. in Blacksburg. There's a lot of expectations for James Franklin and Virginia Tech after a 3-9 year last year. Haven't had a winning year, it looks like, since 2023. That was their only winning year over the past 5 seasons. Only got there because of a bowl game victory as well. So really went 6-6 in 2023 with a bowl victory to get them over 500. Now, their win total sitting this year at 6.5 wins. Very, very juicy to the over. Minus 170 to the over 6.5 wins for Virginia Tech, meaning you can probably find the over 7.5 right around even money, maybe even plus money. But Hokies, are you going to get there? Let's find out. VMI, win. Old Dominion, win. At Maryland, at Boston College. Both should be wins. I'll give it to them. 4-0 to start the year. People are talking. A 4-0 Virginia Tech team led by James Franklin. Can this team get to the top of the ACC? Can they make it to the college football playoff? Probably not, because we know what happens with big game James. Hosting Pittsburgh on a short week on a Friday night. I think Pittsburgh gets you there. I'm not high on Pittsburgh. I don't think they're going to be very good. That just seems like a game that they upset and win. Then you have to go out to Cali, take on JKS and the Golden Bears. I think you lose that one as well. Call it 4-2. Yeah, 4-2 with back-to-back losses to Pittsburgh and Cal. Georgia Tech, I think you can beat Georgia Tech at home. Georgia Tech got to take a step back. Got to have to contain Justice Haynes on the ground, but should be a win there. Call it 5-2. At Clemson, there's another loss, 5-3. 4 more games after the bye week. You're 5-3. You lose at SMU, 5-4. You beat Stanford, 6-4. You lose at Miami on a Friday night, 6-5. And then you face Virginia, your rival, at home to try and go 7-5. I think you lose that game too, 6-6. 6-6 for the Virginia Tech Hokies. Probably going to make a bowl game. Hopefully, for your sake, we'll win that bowl game and have yourselves a final record above 500. But 6-6, I think, sounds about right for the Virginia Tech Hokies in this first year under James Franklin. Under that 6.5 win total at plus 138. Don't know if I would take that, but what is the price for under 7.5? That would be a little more enticing. I know the Green Book is the one posting those alternate win totals. Looking at Virginia Tech under 7.5. Yeah, minus 186. I don't want to pay that either. Plus 140 for the under 6.5, or the minus 186 for the under 7.5. I don't think I can get there with either of those. I think if I took one of those, I would go up to 7.5. I'd swallow the juice and then hate watch Virginia Tech with an extra win, or an extra loss rather, in my back pocket. So yeah, under 7.5 would be my lean for Virginia Tech if you want to pay that juice. As far as SMU, under their 8.5 plus money, very enticing. I'm going to have to think about that one long and hard. SMU, probably one that I will be adding to my card. So, SMU, what do we call it? 8-4, 7-5. Either way, under that 8.5 win total. And then Virginia Tech will go 6-6 under that 6.5 win total. Just barely, not enough for me to think about it. So, that is what we got. Some dubs and L's continuing here on the Betting News Network. SMU 8-4, Virginia Tech 6-6 this season. Those are my win total projections. No plays on Virginia Tech. And again, you guys will be the first to know if I add SMU to my card. Under 8.5 plus 115, very, very enticing. So we'll be on the lookout for that. But again, you guys will be the first to know if I add that to my card. Some dubs and L's here on the Betting News Network. Now, I got a couple of conference winners in the G6 conferences that I'm going to sell for you guys right here, right now. Last 10 minutes of this show. Now, I did talk about both of these in our new college football show, premiering today. Should be live on YouTube here in about 10 minutes, actually. Should be live. But Got a couple of conference champion winners that I'm going to talk about today, starting with the American. We're going to go to the American Conference, where we are taking the UTSA Roadrunners to win the American at plus 475. The American is wide open, folks. They had two teams that were battling in the conference championship for a trip to the college football playoff last season. That was Tulane. That was North Texas. Tulane ended up winning conference championship, ended up going to the college football playoff. We know how that ended. They got blown out by Ole Miss. Tulane and North Texas both lost their quarterback, their head coach. They've moved on to the Power Four conferences. John Summerall of Tulane going to Florida. Eric Morris of North Texas going to Oklahoma State. So again, this conference wide open, especially according to odds makers who have Navy priced at about plus 350 to win the American. You can find UTSA as the second betting favorite, anywhere from plus 450 to plus 475. Why do I like UTSA? Their offense returns 6 starters, including fifth-year quarterback Owen McCallum, the lefty. The past 2 seasons, he's thrown for nearly 3,000 yards in each. 3,400 yards in 2024, was 5 yards shy of that mark last season. He's contributed 55 total touchdowns, 17 interceptions in the past 2 years, 364 yards on the ground as well. Now, the Roadrunners lost their top running back and receiver, but the next guys up who are filling those spots, they were in the system last year. They're just ready for a bigger role. That's Will Henderson at running back. That's David Amandor and A.J. Wilson as their last year were their second and third leading receivers. This year should be the top 2. This team was top 5 in scoring last year. All right, they put up over 40 points per game. They return more offensive starters than anyone in this league besides Army. They don't have to play Army. Army does not appear on UTSA's schedule. They're not going to face the Black Knights until the American Conference Championship. Now, defense is going to be an issue. They added plenty of guys from the JUCO world who are looking to make a name for themselves. I think there's going to be lots of motivation on the defensive side of the ball to play better because, again, if your offense is scoring 40 points per game, you can't be the defense giving up 45, right? So defensively, they need to make some changes, but Jeff Traylor, very, very good head coach, has established a winning mindset in the locker room, and I think that helps carry them throughout this season. Looking at the schedule, they do have a couple of tough non-conference games. They have to go to Texas State. They have to go to Texas and play them in Austin as well. I think you lose both of those games, which is part of the reason why I'm not going with UTSA's win total, but I think that is going to make them very battle-tested going into the American Conference. I talked about Navy being the top team in the American Conference in terms of betting. UTSA gets them at home off of a mini bye. They get 9 days rest before hosting Navy. Yes, they have to go to Tulane, but you also host USF. You host North Texas, who should be bottom of the barrel in this conference. And you play a lot of the weaker teams in the American. Rice, FAU, North Texas, UAB. Those are all going to be bottom feeders in this American Conference. UTSA gets to play all of them. So I think UTSA can probably go 10-2, 9-3 this season with those 2 losses to Texas State and Texas and still make the American Conference Championship, where we'd be holding a great number at plus 475. Again, you're going to be battle tested from that non-conference schedule. You get to avoid one of the better offenses in this conference, and then your toughest games are at home. So UTSA to win the American at plus 475. One of my favorite conference championship winner bets this upcoming season. One of actually only 2 that I'm taking. The other one, we're going to the MAC, where we are taking Western Michigan to repeat as MAC champions, plus 420 for Western Michigan to win the MAC this upcoming season. Let's talk about it. Number one, do your line shopping, because in some books, Western Michigan priced only at 3-1 to win this conference. I was able to find them at plus 420. It's out there on the Blue Book, so be on the lookout for that. Western Michigan, they return 7 offensive starters to a team that was 16th in the country in rushing yards per game last year, led by quarterback Brock Lowry, who had nearly 1,000 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns, as well as running back Jalen Buckley, who went for 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns on the ground. They returned 3 offensive linemen as well to this rushing attack that should be rock solid. Broncos also get back their second and third leading receivers. This MAC team defensively was top 10 in the country last year in points allowed, probably because the offense is on the field a lot of the time, churning out very, very clock demanding drives. They just run that clock, keep the clock moving, keep the ball on the ground, and keep just moving it up the field slowly but surely, giving the offense a rest. Now, Western Michigan, they should have the same game plan this year. They have the best offensive line, the best quarterback, the best running back in the conference. Plus, they likely have the second best defense as well. They split their toughest matchups on the road. They play Toledo on the road. They host Miami of Ohio, but I could see them going 2-0 in those games. Even if they go 1-1, I think they are going to get some revenge in the MAC championship, where we'll be holding a good number at plus 420. So looking at the MAC, you've got Western Michigan, Miami of Ohio, Toledo, and Ohio kind of as the top dogs. But Western Michigan going to be able to beat any of those teams, especially when they come to town. So Western Michigan to repeat as MAC champions. I got them at plus 420 to win the MAC. So 2 conference winners for myself this year. Western Michigan to win the MAC at plus 420 and UTSA to win the American at plus 475. Both of those just half unit sprinkles on those futures. But that pretty much sums up my entire college football futures portfolio. I went through the entire thing on our new college football show dropping here shortly on the Betting News YouTube, but lots of win totals, 6 win totals on the card right now. Might add a 7th with the SMU Ponies, plus a couple of conference winners as well. No natty futures for myself, no Heisman futures for myself. I have talked about the guys I'm looking to back and looking to avoid in those awards, but no official bets in the pocket for me for the natty or the Heisman. There we go. Miami does look good, Derek. They do. They have a very favorable schedule. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Darian Mensah. I am not totally convinced that guy is up to the task. I mean, he came from Tulane, came to play at Duke. Now he's playing for Miami. Yes, he led Duke to an ACC championship last year, a very fluky ACC championship, if you ask me. Miami's just, the expectations, I think, might be a little too high. There's a lot of pressure after going to the national championship last year and losing, even though you probably didn't even deserve to be in the playoff. But Miami should get back to the ACC championship, should win it, should make the college football playoff. I don't know how far they're going to go, though. I don't know how far they're going to go. They did receive a first place vote, which is crazy in my eyes. I do not think they're anywhere near the best team in the country when you got guys like Ohio State and Notre Dame and Oregon, who are much more complete in my eyes. But Miami should be entertaining, should be flashy. Have to go to South Bend, which is tough for them. But we'll see what happens with the Hurricanes. Again, should be on top of the ACC, no problem. But that is what we've got, folks. That pretty much wraps up my time here on the Morning Spread. I'll be back same time, same place tomorrow with my good friend BTP, talking all things soccer for the weekend. We're going to talk MLS, we're going to talk EPL, and we're going to talk all kinds of fun stuff. Don't forget to look at the What's Up after the show. Yep, not opening that up, that's for sure. That's for sure. I just talk my shit in there and then I get out, which is, par for the course around here. All right. I believe that's it, folks. Alex, any last words you need to share with the kids? Any baseball you found?
I mean, if we want to go over this real quick, Royals do play Royals today.
Do play. Indeed. I'm worried.
The Athletics on the bump for the Athletics. Gage jump. Bring Danny Burke back because he stinks. All right. On the other side, you got, what is it, Randy Dobnak. Been pretty damn good, actually. If I had to pick a side, I haven't even looked at the lines. It just stood out to me. But Royals in any way, shape, or form, defensively, of course.
Sorry, I was looking at WhatsApp.
No, that's okay. What about the Royals? Minus 135, a little too juicy. Maybe the run line.
Yeah. Dude, it's just the Royals. That's the issue.
Yeah, they're at home, though.
They're at home where
Braves
they hit a whole lot better.
Braves. Athletics suck on the road. 3-7 in their last 10 on the road. Kansas City at home.
And they actually hit lefties well. And they've won 4 straight. Oh, Royals, you're going to make me believe, man. I like it. I like the Royals.
Royals have been kicking their butt.
Yeah, and Dobnak
giving them the business.
Decent. Dobnak's been actually really good besides one start.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to make me believe. You're going to make me press that
I'm
button.
going to give you the hope.
Awesome. Fun stuff.
Don't worry. I got you.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. I got to go get my barking dogs. So fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. Go wrangle them boys.
Yeah, exactly. Folks, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow with BTP previewing the weekend soccer slate. Come on back for Afternoon Bet Espresso tonight at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. And we will see you guys on the flip side. Be on the lookout for the best bets for the NFL preseason today. That's coming out here shortly, as well as tons of other sports betting content at bettingnews.com. I'm out of here. Alex is out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And please enjoy the football on our screens tonight. Only 2 weeks away, less than 2 weeks away from college football week 0, less than 3 weeks away from the NFL. Gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. We are so back. Fall sports are here, and we are gonna enjoy it all season long. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about